Great friend, how are you doing today? I have two questions for you today. Two questions for you. And they're one questions, two questions but related. First question, have you ever heard the name Les Brown? Les Brown as in the motivational speaker Les Brown, who is very well-known speaker. And if you have heard about him, or particularly if you ever hear Les Brown speak, what do you think one thing that make him different from other speakers? One thing that make him noticeably different than other speakers. And some of you, a little time in the past, might have caught me say from time to time that I am studying with Les Brown. In a study group with Les Brown. And Les Brown in our group would give sample speaking. He will say, this is the speaking I did when, this is what I did. And he actually would do what he says and he speak in the group. And over time, yes, there are techniques, there are systems, there are a lot of different things that I have learned actually from other speaking instructor as well. Some extremely well-known or some other well-known, very, very skillful, highly regarded speaking instructors for many people. And one thing that I noticed that that make Les Brown, and earn him the multiple award and multiple Hall of Fame and you name it recognitions as well as the compensations that he has. When Les Brown speak, you can feel, you can feel passion, the passion and the love and the energy and he is so it's as if that he's 1,000% into it. He speaks for the audience to the audience, but also he is 1,000%. It is as if he turned into a force that you could feel that is coming from him in a good way, in a good way. And have you ever feel this with someone else's? Sometimes you might interact with somebody, whether it is the person speaking or perhaps somebody helping you with certain thing in some other way. And you could almost feel the just the appropriate energy or force coming from that person in a beautiful way, in a way that, for instance, if you are interacting with a doctor perhaps or a healer and you can feel the love the love that come from the person, and you might be able to feel if it is somebody who's there to motivate you as in Les Brown, the energy that is to lift you up that come in from there, and all those, and from and over my years of doing different things, I have people tell me that this similar thing. And what do you think caused that? What do you think that caused you to be able to feel the person energy? The person energy, whether it is love, whether it is encouragement, whatever it is. What do you think caused that? And one of the things that caused that is actually by putting yourself 1,000% into it and literally just focus on that and focus actually on giving, focus on giving. In other words, when Les Brown speak, his focus is not him, his focus is not what he of course he memorized his talk and remember what he's going to say and know on all these things, but his focus is on giving, his focus is on giving to the audience. And the same thing when a doctor focus on helping in healing in helping, a healer, focus in helping, that's when you are you as the receiver or your audience. And your audience could be, if you're a speaker, could be an actual audience, but your audience could be an audience of one, whomever you are interacting with. Even if you work in the office, the persons could actually feel that. And if you are focused on giving everything you have and everything you get for the best interest for the person, for the best interest of the interaction. Now, it doesn't mean you become a doormat. There's a completely difference between you focus on giving and doing your very best, giving everything you have for in service of that what it is that you're doing. And that's I am so great. I'm so glad and so grateful I discovered that. It's very beautiful and very interesting to discover. To it suddenly just kind of like, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I was listening to weeks after weeks after weeks, and when Les Brown speak in our group, and a lot of time he said, so what do you understand from this, what do you got from this, what do you, and usually, and up until this week, I will we said about his technique, about this and that, and then I started thinking, you know, everybody has that technique. Every major speaking instructor, and I know several, everybody give this technique, and he even said, yes, there is this and there is that, and you shouldn't should do this and do that and do that, and reciting, we could all recite the technique. So I said, what make Les Brown Les Brown? And it is his passion, his passion. Some of you might have heard his story of so many obstacles, so many people treating him unfairly, and all this thing, and nothing stopped Les Brown. And the same thing, and it is, and even at where he is, and everything, his focus is still giving, and give again and give again. This week we've been sharing about giving. Yesterday I shared about how inspiring it is for me to hear how Bob Proctor was giving in such the ultimate way. And so my invitations for you, if you'd like to join me today, is to just look many times, even Les Brown himself would say this from time to time, that and he always said even him continue to improve. And I know Bob Proctor sometimes says, oh, I'm continuing to study and improve. And so I invite you to join me, just to, with our focus this week, to just say, where can I increase my passion and give my energy into something, and where can I be even more giving, where can you be even more giving in what it is that you do, in every interactions that you do? Because as Les Brown say, it is not only when you have an audience, it's not only when you have this or you are in front of that, but in every, in his work, in every communication, every time you speak with someone, every time you interact with someone, what is it, how can you be putting yourself even more, 1,000% into it? How can you be even more giving, and giving in the most beautiful way? And there is a saying, when you take care of the giving, when you take care of the giving, you will not need to worry about the receiving. If when you give, the giving will take care of giving back to you, and you will naturally receive. And so please share in the comment below if you like to, in what way might you be even more passionate about what it is that you're doing, and as importantly, in what way can you be even more giving 1,000% to your interaction? I would love to hear that. And this is Bridget with From Grieving to Joyful Living. I see that as you step into being even more passionate, even more giving, 1,000% with every interaction, that you create even a more amazing result beyond your expectations. And naturally, when you do that, you'll be able to be living an even more joyful, at ease, peaceful, thriving life day to day, creating a magnificent, beautiful, lovely, thriving life for you and all your loved ones. And I love you very, very much. Well, welcome to share your feedback as well in the comment below, as well as to share this video. And I love you very, very much. And I look forward to see you again very, very soon.